I've been going through forums, workshops, and tons of real user experiences to bring you, straight to the point, the 5 most common issues with the Fiat Uno from 2010 to 2021. One of the most frequently mentioned problems has to do with unstable idling or the engine shaking when stopped, especially in models with the Fiat Uno engine. Many owners on forums like Club Fiat and Reddit mention that the car shakes as if it's about to stall when braking or when left in neutral. One user commented, "I feel like it vibrates more than an old washing machine, and I've already changed the spark plugs and cables, but it's still the same." This issue is usually related to a dirty throttle body or sensors like the IAC, which wear out over time. There are also reports of ignition coil failures. Some mechanics suggest doing a thorough cleaning of the throttle body and scanning the ECU for possible hidden codes. Fiat has not issued an official bulletin, but many workshops already recognize this as something common in these models. Another frequent issue is the braking of the engine mount, especially the right side mount. Several mechanics agree that the design of the mount in some models is weak and, over time, it starts to make noises or even knocks when accelerating or braking. On the Fiat Club Brazil forum, a user said, "I changed it 3 times in 2 years. It's as if it just breaks on its own." The premature wear may be due to poor rubber quality or excessive engine vibrations caused by the issues already mentioned. The solution is to replace it with a reinforced, higher quality one. In fact, some workshops adapt mounts with better durability. There is no official technical bulletin, but it's one of those issues already well known by mechanics familiar with this model. The third problem, frequently mentioned, is the temperature sensor that fails and confuses the ECU, causing it that the engine consumes more fuel or has significant trouble starting, especially in cold weather conditions. Some users notice that the electric fan turns on at odd times or that the dashboard shows crazy temperature readings. In a Facebook group, an owner wrote, "The engine seemed to be overheating, but it was the sensor giving wrong information. We scanned it and it showed 140 degrees with the engine cold. If this sensor fails, it causes the ECU to inject more fuel than necessary, which affects performance, emissions, and starting. Replacing it is inexpensive, and most workshops already know how to diagnose it quickly with a scanner." Another common issue is premature wear of the front suspension, especially in the control arm bushings and ball joints. This problem is more common in models used in cities with broken streets or on rural roads. Many owners complain that the car starts making knocking noises over speed bumps or when turning, even with low mileage. A mechanic at a workshop in Buenos Aires commented, "It's as if the front suspension were a toy. It gets worn out very easily." Fiat improved some components over the years, but many workshops simply recommend replacing them with higher quality aftermarket parts, including brands that reinforce these elements. It's also essential to do an alignment after any replacement. Finally, we can't leave out the issue with the electrical system, especially the digital dashboard or flickering lights. This is one of those topics that sparks long discussions in the forums. Some users notice that the dashboard needles drop on their own, or that warning lights appear for no reason. One user wrote, "I thought it was the battery, but it was the dashboard itself. I took it apart, cleaned the contacts, and everything went back to normal for a month." The causes can range from moisture in the connectors, poorly connected grounds, or even faulty modules. Fiat did not provide an official solution, but some technicians recommend checking the ground wiring and applying anti-corrosive to the electrical connectors. In extreme cases, the dashboard must be repaired by a technician specialized in automotive electronics.